we continue to get reaction from those who listened in on the state of the province address delivered by the Premier Panyaza Lesufi. We spoke to him a little bit earlier on, saying that he leaves his return to the Gauteng province to the voters. We now catch up with some of the MECs that serve in his administration. Right now I'm going to speak to MEC for Transport. MEC for Transport, one of the biggest issues that your portfolio has been faced with is the issue of these so-called business forums that hijack the operations that you do. Talk to us about what you hope this address will do in terms of addressing that.
Okay, one of the things that the whole country is faced with as a challenge in infrastructure development is that hijacking of projects by the criminal elements. And what we have tried to do as part of our presentation to Exco in Gauteng is to regulate that space, but working closely with communities. Remember, the intention for involving business entities in localities is to ensure that ordinary citizens of Gauteng also benefit from the infrastructure development that we do as a government. But unfortunately, those criminal elements are there. It's not everybody who's a criminal, but sometimes it's hijacked by those who are criminal and with ill intention. We're trying hard to make sure that we work with communities through ward councillors by ensuring that people appointed as part of subcontracting are people coming from those communities where we will be developing infrastructure, be it roads, housing, and that's a general norm that we do as in Gauteng to make sure that we assist and make sure that communities where these projects happen really benefit. And we are calling upon communities to also assist us as a government, but we are trying hard to cap the criminal elements that are there.
There you have it. That is the MEC for Transport talking about infrastructure projects that often get hijacked by criminal elements. These criminal elements have now commonly known as the construction mafia. I'm now joined by the MEC for Economic Development. MEC for Economic Development, I mean, the Premier has allocated different parts of the province with very specific economic opportunities. What will be your role? Are you going to be trying to get more investments into those areas in order to maintain the Gauteng as a province that is, the economic hub of South Africa?
Yes, most definitely. I think the Premier was just reiterating our economic footprint and our plan across the various regions. It's based on a corridor approach, so he was really just reiterating it. Our responsibility has and always will be to maintain investment, number one, to attract new investment, number two, and as we attract new investment is to make sure that we ease them into doing business in Gauteng. As you heard, I mean, we are the largest economy in the country, bigger than Limpopo, Western Cape and KZN combined. We are the 7th largest economy on the continent. So you can't deliver a state of the province without speaking about the economy of Gauteng. But we'll definitely continue to drive that investment. We'll definitely continue to go out looking for and making Gauteng an attractive destination.
Now, as the MEC, you would be aware of how crippling load shedding has become. The measures that have been put in place by the Premier, your thoughts on those?
Well, definitely for us, it's to be able to intervene where we can. We have limited space to do so, but we did find an area that we can intervene as a provincial government. That is to be able to appointing city power and paying for transformers. Secondly, is just to be able to make sure that as we invest, we also couple that with our own rollout of electricity response.
Okay. There you have it. That is the MEC for Economic Development, just talking about how they are going to tackle some of these issues.